From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there are so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for clicking on here to the Indiana Tech Athletics Network. We're bringing you a live women's lacrosse matchup here between the Indiana Tech Warriors and the Lourdes Gray Wolves. Taking a look here at these two squads, Indiana Tech, they come into this one at 6-4 on the year, and they are sitting at 3-3, 500 in conference play. So they're looking to keep things going in a WAC action. Their last outing came against Rochester. That was on a Thursday, where they did defeat them 24-0. That game was originally scheduled for Wednesday, but did get moved to Thursday due to the nasty weather we had on a Wednesday. Then before that one, they took a win against St. Ambrose University, and then a loss most recently to Marion 13-12. Taking a look at the Lourdes Gray Wolves, they're coming to this one at 3-6 on the year. They're 1-5 in conference play. They started off this season with back-to-back wins against Breenow and Truett McConnell, and then took 3 straight losses to the number 3 Lawrence Tech, Siena Heights, and Aquinas. So they're looking to get back on the winning side of things. Most recently took back-to-back losses to Thomas More and Marion, both 15-8. Was the final score there in that one. Taking a look here at the leading scorers for both squads, Indiana Tech, they're riding number 17 and Faith Donnelly. She comes into this one 37 goals, 16 assists, and 53 points on the year. Brooke Burr right behind her with 22 goals and 18 assists. That wraps out at 40 points on the year there for Burr. And then Abby Wilson stands behind with 24 goals, 10 assists, and 34 points. And then Holly Reinhardt right behind her as well with 22 goals, 9 assists, and 31 points. Last time I was able to be on the broadcast, Reinhardt had a tremendous contest, so we'll look to see if she can keep it going tonight here for Indiana Tech. For the Lourdes Gray Wolves, they come into this one, as I mentioned, 3-6. They are led by number 13 and Amelia McCourt. She comes into this one with 42 goals, 5 assists, and 47 points on the year. So she is the leading point getter here for Lourdes. Right behind her, number 28, and Sarah Bryzowski with 26 goals, 8 assists, and 34 points. And then those two are doing tremendous things on the offensive end here for Lourdes as they look to keep things going here for the Gray Wolves. Taking a look here at the WAC conference standings here in a women's lacrosse. We'll go ahead and give those to you here momentarily as Aquinas sits on top with Lawrence Tech, both 6-0 in conference play. And then right behind them is Marion at 6-1, and then Siena Heights 3-2. Indiana Tech 3-3, and as I mentioned, Lourdes comes into this one with a 1-5 conference record. So we are going to go ahead and step away here momentarily. We'll come back with some women's lacrosse action. You're watching Indiana Tech Women's Lacrosse here live, presented by SummitCitySports.com.
Hi, I'm Paxton, and I'll be your tour guide today. Behind me, we have Pearson Hall. This is one of our freshman dorms on campus. Today, I'll be showing you dorm rooms. Come inside. The only way to get into campus is if you have an ID card, so you'll have to swipe into all the dorms. And then over here, we have an intercom system. So through every dorm, we have these like dial buttons within the dorm rooms and then outside. So say you're visiting somebody, you don't live here, you would dial their room number and then you can actually call their room and they can unlock the doors to the dorm through the intercom system, and you can talk to them, they can see you through a camera, and they can unlock the doors for you so they don't have to leave the room. It's really nice to have. So right here we just have our main lobby. Every floor has a lobby. In the lobbies we just have like TVs and stuff. You can watch movies, play video games, you can hang out with friends, do homework, play card games. It's just a nice little hangout area to have. And then right here, this is what we call our RA office. So every single night there will be an RA in the office. They're just there for your needs if you have any issues with like toilets or sinks or anything being clogged. They'll always be in there for your help. If you have questions about anything, you can always come see an RA here. And then over here, we have mailboxes. Every student has a mailbox. They are really small. The only thing they can fit is like card-sized items. Throughout campus, you'll see our mail room when you go on your actual tour later on, and that will be in one of our other buildings where you'll receive bigger packages. All right, so here's the laundry room. So in the laundry room, you don't have to save quarters or use quarters. I know it says 25 cents, but it is included with living on campus. And then there's one on every floor and every side of the floor, so there's 2 on every floor in Pearson. So every student has keys to their dorm. And then as you come in, you will see our intercom system right here that I talked about in the entranceway. So this is where you would like unlock the door for visitors, talk to them. And then one really nice thing about it is there is a security guard button right there. So if you were to have somebody like calling your room constantly at like 5 o'clock in the morning because some student forgot their keys, you could actually press the security guard button and it will lock them in that little box that we entered to into the dorm. It'll lock both the outside doors and the inside doors and call security. So it also has a nice safety measure through within your room. You don't even have to leave your room for that. So that's really nice. And then as we enter in this way, you'll see this is the half of our room looks like. So there's this, and then on the other side of the suite, there's a mirrored room that looks exactly like this. The desk, the dressers, and the closets, and all of the drawers and stuff all come with. You can decorate it any way you'd like, and then like mini fridges, TVs, anything like that you would bring here. And then through here we have our bathroom. So then as we come into the bathroom, you'll see that this side of the room has their own sink and toilet, and then as you come through, there's one shower shared between the 2 rooms, and then this side of the room has their own sink and toilet, and then there's the mirrored room right here. So then they share a little common space out there, and then this is the exact same stuff, and it's all the same. Here we have Calflush. This is our other freshman dorm on campus. It is across the street from main campus. We'll be showing
Back here live, getting set for lacrosse action here at Warrior Athletic Field. We are starting this one at a chilly 40 degrees with the sun is shining though. Tremendous stuff here. Wind blowing northwest at 10 miles per hour here in this contest. But we're getting set and ready to roll here for some women's lacrosse action. We thank you so much for joining us. Hunter Sosenheimer here calling your play-by-play. Brendan Porter on the camera. We're excited to bring you this broadcast as we get set for some women's lacrosse. We'll have the men's contest taking place between Indiana Tech and Lourdes as well. That one's slated to begin at 3 p.m. So just about maybe 2 hours from the conclusion of this women's contest. Hopefully that they get the schedule changes out and we get ready to roll here. But looks like Lourdes is going to roll out in the all blacks here with the black shorts and the black long sleeve jerseys. Indiana Tech comes out in the home all whites here for this contest. And we are going to get set and ready to roll here from a Warrior Athletic Field here on this chilly Saturday morning. Hope you have your coffee ready, eating them donuts, ready to roll here for some lacrosse. It's going to be Abby Wilson in the middle here for Indiana Tech, and then for Lourdes, it's going to be number 13 and Amelia McCourt. She is the leading scorer here for this Lourdes Women's Lacrosse Club. So we're going to get set and line up the face-off here. As the wind is blowing, you can hear it through my mic. Trying to get into a spot where we're not hitting it so hard, but that is going to be a no bueno. It's coming from the direction where the tarp is not blocking us off. But we're set and ready to roll here for some women's lacrosse action. It looks like the faceoff is going to be won back, and McCourt going to pick it up here for Lourdes. She'll take it now to that far side here for the Gray Wolves. 15-minute quarters here. And a women's lacrosse as McCourt back with it there behind the net. She'll play it now far side to Kylie Turner. Turner leaves it off on this near side, and that's Maddie Waldisi. Roski with it. She'll play it now far side there to Sheeter. Back to Roski here for Lourdes. She'll have it now and bring it here to this near side for the Gray Wolves. She'll play it now back behind the net to the leading scorer in McCourt. McCourt going to look to get open in front. Nice defense played there by Indiana Tech. Forces the ball to get knocked out, but Lourdes able to maintain possession. Roski with it, looking to break inside. A nice defense being played here by Tech as she throws a shot down low. That one going to go off the post. We'll stay here on this end as Lourdes going to restart it back behind the net with 13:40 remaining, 15 seconds on the shot clock here for the Gray Wolves. They'll play it now back behind the net here to Roski. Got to get a shot off here, and we are going to get a penalty called, so we're going to get a shot here from Lourdes. It's going to be number 11, and Jordan Roski, the sophomore out of Toledo, Ohio, to take this one here for the Gray Wolves. She'll take it in. She'll fire a shot, tries to go down low, and it gets through and gets Lourdes on the board here first. 1-0 is our score. Roski just put that one around the keeper as you take a look at it here on our Indiana Tech replay, just right beside her. So that gives Lourdes the 1-0 lead here with 13:26 remaining in our first. We'll line back up here at the face-off circle. It's going to be McCourt and Wilson here once again for Indiana Tech. The referee setting things. And we are set, and it's in the air. And it's going to be one back now here to Reinhard for Indiana Tech. She'll play it now far side. I believe that is number 10 in Brooke Burr with it, who plays it to the center. Wilson with a firing shot there. Couldn't get by it. And that one's going to roll out, and possession going to go to Lourdes, as they were able to beat out on that far side. So bringing up possession here for the Gray Wolves. That is number 8 in Skylar Cornelio here for the Gray Wolves. Plays it to the center. A lot of bodies there battling for the ball, and it's going to be scooped up here by number 15 and Abby Wilson. She'll have it now here on this near side for Indiana Tech. Looking to make a move. Nicely done there on the usage. Plays it to the center to Donley. Donley with a nice leave off there. Looking to dive her way down low is Reinhard. But Reinhard able to maintain possession here for Indiana Tech as she plays it back behind. They're going to leave it off now here to Brooke Burr. She'll fire a shot down low and gets the goal there for Indiana Tech. Ties things up here at 1. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay, as that was just a firing shot from up top. See who got the goal credit. It looks like it's going to be Danny McComber with the goal credit with the assist from Brooke Burr. So that must have hit a body in front. My vision did not catch that one. So McComber gets Indiana Tech on the board. Ties things up here at 1. 12-19 remaining here in our first. Brooke Burr with the assist there on the McComber goal. Back to the face-off circle. As I mentioned, 12-19 left to go here in the first. Face-off going to be one straight up in the air. It's going to bounce into the Indiana Tech zone. We'll see if they can get a touch on it, and they do not. So Lourdes now going to take it the other direction as it's knocked loose here just right in front of us. Somebody sitting on the ball here on this near side, as number 11 and Hallie Reinhardt was knocked down there on the play, so possession going to go to Indiana Tech. They play it to the center now. It's Faith Donnelly with it here for Tech. She plays it now far side to Brooke Burr. Burr back to Donnelly. Donnelly looking to make a spin move. Nicely done, getting around the defender. She fires a shot down low, and that one is going to go to Donnelly, where she is going to have a free shot here for Indiana Tech. Donnelly fires in down low, puts a bouncing shot in, and she gets the goal there for Tech and gives them the 2-1 lead. So Faith Donnelly doing what she does best, getting goals here for Indiana Tech. That is going to be Donnelly's 38th goal on the year here for the Warriors, and she gives them a 2-1 lead here with 11:34 remaining in our first. So we'll head back to the face-off circle. As I mentioned, Indiana Tech most recently coming off a 24-0 win against Rochester on a Thursday. And then Lourdes comes off a 5-18 loss against Marion. So the face-off going to be one into the air. It's going to take a high bounce, and possession going to go to the Gray Wolves as Sarah Pryzowski with it now for Lourdes. She'll have it on that far side and plays it up top now here to number 11 and Jordan Roski. Back behind the net now here for the Gray Wolves. They leave it off to McCourt. McCourt back up top now here to Roski. Roski going to look to dive in down low here. Great defense being played here by the Warriors as number 11 and Hallie Reinhardt on the defense here for Indiana Tech. Roski going to play it now far side. That is McCourt with it. Looking to drive it now back behind the net. She'll put a shot in, and that goes off the keeper. And we are going to get a penalty called, so possession going to go to Indiana Tech, as they'll play it all the way ahead to Brooke Burr, and she'll bring it up the field here for the Warriors. Looking on this near side, right up the pitch to Danny McComber, falls in and out, and possession now goes back to the Gray Wolves here for Lourdes. Knocked away once again at Donnelly, going to scoop it up here for Indiana Tech now. Donnelly looking to take it in here for the Warriors. She is knocked down there on the play, so Faith Donnelly going to get another chance at a free shot here for Indiana Tech with 10:04 remaining here in our first. Faith Donnelly, the leading goal scorer, fires one once again past the keeper, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech and puts them out to a 3-1 lead. So Faith Donnelly with her 39th goal on the year. She is just racking goals here for Indiana Tech. We'll go see if we can get the actual scoring, if she is the leading scorer for women's lacrosse, because it definitely could seem that way. 39 goals is a lot to me. She is sitting in third place in goals scored, as the leading goal scorer is Menerick from Aquinas with 43 on the year. McCourt is the second leading goal scorer in the WAC conference with 42 goals. And then it is Burke from Lawrence Tech with 40, and now Faith Donnelly with 39 on the year. So she has a chance to make herself the WAC leading goal scorer here on the day if she could continue to rack goals in here for Indiana Tech. But they are out to a 3-1 lead here with a 9:45 remaining in our first. She'll get it back now here up top. Donnelly with a nice find there down low. And we are going to get a free shot here from Hallie Reinhardt for Indiana Tech. Reinhardt going to pass it down low, and that one hit off the side of the net there with a shot from Brooke Burr. They're looking to find Donnelly in the center. That one going to be taken away by Lourdes. Got to get it out of the zone, though, if you are the Gray Wolves. And that one was knocked in, but down on the turf is an Indiana Tech Warrior. So they'll get another free shot here from Hallie Reinhardt once again here for Indiana Tech. 9:12 left to go here in our first. Reinhardt gonna fire in. She'll put a shot. That one bounces off the post. The keeper lost it. Came all the way out here to the center, and it's now going to be scooped up here by Regusters for Indiana Tech. Nice find. The look down low there to Burr from Wilson. Regusters going to come away with it now here for Tech. She'll play it now up top here to Brooke Burr. Burr with it here for the Warriors. 8:45 left to go. Burr with the find there to Regusters. Mister instead goes far side to Donley. Donley with a nice look there down low, and the goal is going to be scored there by Hallie Reinhardt as she makes it a 4-1 Indiana Tech lead. That was a beautiful pass there from Faith to Donley as she was able to find Reinhardt down low. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. What a beautiful pass there from Faith to Donley. As you see her scoop it up to the left of your screen, just finds Reinhardt down low, able to make a move around the defender and scoop it by the keeper there for the goal to give Indiana Tech the 3-goal lead here with 8:37 left to go in our first. So Faith Donley going to head to the center now here for Indiana Tech. She'll line up with number 13 and Amelia McCourt. Or excuse me, that was Hallie Reinhardt in the center there for Indiana Tech. That one going to be knocked loose on that far side, and Burr going to come away with it. She'll play it now ahead here to Faith to Donley. Donley looking to play it in here for Tech. Nice pass there to the center to Reinhardt. Reinhardt looking for the dish down low to CC Mason. And that one going to roll out in possession. I do believe is going to go to Lourdes, and that is going to be the case. They'll take possession on that far side. Will the Grey Wolves. 8 minutes now left to go here in our first. Nice defense play to Donley on the takeaway here for Tech. She finds Mason in the firing shot in the goal there for Indiana Tech. Nice find from Faith to Donley as she was able to knock it away off the stick. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As you see at the top of your screen towards the right, Donley just absolutely knocked that one away and found Mason running towards the center, and she fires the shot past the keeper there for the goal. 5-1 is our score, and I do believe we're going to get a timeout called here by Lourdes, so we're going to go ahead and take one with them. You're watching Indiana Tech Lacrosse here on the Indiana Tech Athletics Network.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
We are back here live on the Indiana Tech Warriors Athletics Network. Indiana Tech out to a firing 5-1 lead here with 7:54 left to go in our first. Faith Donley leading the way here for the Warriors once again, just racking up points here for Indiana Tech. As taking a look here at the stats individually, Donley has 2 goals and 2 assists to 4 points. So she's contributed to 4 out of the 5 goals here for Indiana Tech. So it is going to be Reinhardt and McCourt back to the center here with 7:54 left to go here in our first. So referee gonna set the ball here. He'll step his way back, blows the whistle, And we are set, and Regusters going to pick it up here for Indiana Tech. That is something you got to watch out for, is her speed here for the Warriors. She can absolutely run the field here for Indiana Tech. They play it across the center. That one's going to bounce in right off of Donnelly's stick. I believe that goal was unintentional, but Donnelly going to get the credit for the goal there for Indiana Tech and give them a 6-1 lead. We'll take a look at that one here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay, as that one was really just taken in by Regusters, and she just threw a shot firing in, and they are going to call no goal on the play, I do believe, as the official on that far side just waved it off. And so Donnelly going to make her way to the bench, and she is going to change sticks here. And that goal is not going to count, so it is going to still be a 5-1 lead here for Indiana Tech. And possession going to go to Lourdes. 7:37 left to go here in our first. The Grey Wolves now going to have possession off the no goal there from Faith Donnelly. But Indiana Tech still holding a favorable 5-1 lead. So the Grey Wolves with possession back behind the net. It's going to be McCourt with it here now on this near side. Reinhardt on the defense here on her. McCourt going to look to take this one in. Nice defense being played there by Reinhardt as she's able to force McCourt out. Reinhardt falls down. McCourt looking to get around her, and she's trying to set up a shot here for herself. 50 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Grey Wolves. She'll play it to the center. Nice firing shot in the goal there for the Grey Wolves. That one going to be number 28, and Sarah Pryzowski on the goal for the Grey Wolves. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay, as Pryzowski gets the goal. Amelia Court with the assist there, as she found Pryzowski just diving down low, able to spin and fire off a shot there for the goal for the Grey Wolves, and makes it now a 5-2 ball game here. 3-goal lead for Indiana Tech with a 6:50 remaining here in our first. So Pryzowski going to make her way off on that far side here for the Grey Wolves as she heads to the trainer on that far side. No players on the bench here for the Grey Wolves. So that is not something you need, as they're going to be, I believe, playing a man down here for the start of this draw. And possession going to head to Indiana Tech, as Reinhardt going to leave it ahead now here to Brooke Burr. Burr with a nice find there down low. Diving towards the net is Wilson. She'll turn and fire a shot, and she gets the goal for Indiana Tech. 6-2 now our score. A 4-goal lead here for the Warriors. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. Burr set this one up, was looking to leave it off down low, and Wilson with a firing shot there for the goal for Indiana Tech. So that is going to be Wilson's first goal here on the game. Her first points. A 4-goal lead here for the Warriors. So Reinhardt going to take the draw at the center here once again. A 6:35 remaining here in our first. As I mentioned, a 4-goal lead here for the Warriors. Showing that one all the way back, and a nice grab there from Lourdes, as that is number 11. And Jordan Roski comes away with it, and she'll play it out on that far side. And Wilson going to get called for the check, but advantage going to be played here for the Grey Wolves with 6:14 left to go. She'll have to take a pass back behind the net, leaves it off to Kylie Turner. Turner with it here now on this near side. Up top to Pryzowski. Kozowski looking to make a move into the center. That one knocked away off her, but she's able to scoop it back up and maintain possession here for the Gray Wolves. Kozowski still with it, looking to the center. The firing shot and the save there by the keeper for Indiana Tech. But number 13 and Amelia McCourt going to get sent off on that far side. So they'll stop the clock. 5:39 left to go here in our first. Sydney Orberdorfer handling the duties between the pipes here for the Warriors as they'll start possession off the whistle with 5:39 left to go. Berg looking to play it all the way ahead here to the center to Reinhardt. She's able to scoop it up, gets smacked right in the face there by the stick. And possession going to go to Indiana Tech as Reinhardt took a hit. Down on the deck, but she is going to shake this one off. And start on the whistle here for the Warriors. She'll play here to CC Mason on this near side. Mason with it. She'll leave it up top now here to Brooke Burr. Burr with a nice find there. Reinhardt fires the shot, and she gets the goal. Says, if you're going to take me down, I'm going to go ahead and put a goal on you. And she gets Indiana Tech the goal, and they are now out to a 5-goal lead. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As Reinhardt just found the pass, she comes in on the play. You can see her on the right side of your screen. Gets the pass there and fires the shot past the keeper there for the goal and gives Indiana Tech the 5-goal lead. And that is Reinhardt's second goal here on the morning for Indiana Tech. 5:13 left to go here in our first. And Reinhardt going to head back to the faceoff circle here for the Warriors. Currently 10:22 here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as the sun starting to warm things up here a bit. A lot of fans here in attendance today with the jackets and blankets on, but supposed to get warmer as we continue throughout the day. The men's contest is set to take place at 3 p.m. here between the Indiana Tech Warriors and the Lourdes Gray Wolves. But we have business to take care of here on the women's side of things. 4:50 left to go here in our first. It's a 5-goal lead here for Indiana Tech. Gray Wolves with possession, as that is McCourt with it here for Lourdes. Looking to take it down low, trying to fire a shot past the keeper. And we are going to get a whistle, and McCourt going to get a look here at a free shot for the Lourdes Gray Wolves. McCourt, as I mentioned, sitting in the third right now and in the WAC conference goal scoring. 40 goals on the year here for McCourt. She'll take it down low, and a nice save there off the keeper. And possession going to stay on this end here with the Lourdes. 4:25 left to go and counting here in our first. Roski with possession here for Lourdes. Looking to work her way in. Instead, she'll leave it off up top now here to Durant. On that far side, McCourt with it. Kylie Turner back with it now on that far side here for the Gray Wolves. Looking to play it back behind the net. And she does there to Roski. Roski being forced out here by the defense. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get a shot off if you are Lourdes. And that one is just going to be taken away here by Indiana Tech. So they'll have possession as moving ahead there on that far side. Do believe that's number 23 and a Jordan Donnelly. And she's knocked down there on that far side for Indiana Tech. But she'll start possession here off the whistle. 3:25 left to go here in our first. Donnelly going to move it ahead here for Indiana Tech. She'll play it down low here to Regusters. Leaves off top there to Brooke Burr. Burr with it now here for the Warriors. Looking to make a move. Nice find there down low. And we've got whistles blown. And we are going to get a shot here from number 14 and Danny McComber. Got the Warriors' first goal here on the morning. And she'll take the free shot here for Indiana Tech. Looking to fire a bouncing shot. That one just gets right by the keeper there for the goal. A 6-goal lead now here for Indiana Tech. Tell you what, McComber loves to use that bouncing ball, as that's how she scored her first goal here on the evening for the Warriors. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As you see, McComber just throws a slow bouncing ball there by the keeper for the goal and gives Indiana Tech the 6-goal lead here with a 2:56 left to go in our first. As I mentioned, the Warriors coming off a 24-0 win against Rochester on a Thursday. Lourdes coming off an 18-5 loss to Marion. So it's going to be Reinhardt and McCourt back in the center. That faceoff going to be one back here to Brooke Burr, and she'll bring possession now up here for Indiana Tech. Burr going to have it now on that far side here for the Warriors. We're going to play it to the center to Reinhardt. Reinhardt with it now here for Indiana Tech. Looking to dish it down low, and that one going to roll out of bounds. Possession going to go to the Grey Wolves here. They'll start possession here on this near side with 2:21 left to go here in our first. As number 11 and Jordan Roski bringing it up here for Lourdes. Gets it across the center line. She'll have it here on this near side, being faced off here by Regusters. She'll play it now to Roski. Joel Roski, that is. Pair of Roskis here on the roster for Lourdes. 1:50 left to go here in our first. Roski with it on that far side here for Lourdes. She'll leave it off now here up top to number 11 and Jordan Roski. Roski with a nice find there to Joel Roski, and she'll take the free shot here for Lourdes with 1:33 remaining here in our first. So Joel Roski, the freshman, here lining up for the shot. And wasn't set there, so possession going to go to Indiana Tech, and we will head the other way. Burr going to have it now here on that far side for Tech. Looking to play it ahead, and she does find number 21 in Jada Pope. Pope looking to push it ahead, and possession going to head back to Lourdes as they'll bring it here onto this near side, as that is number 9 and Sydney Duran. She spins around 3 defenders, nicely done, but isn't able to maintain possession as Regusters came away with it. And possession now going to go to Indiana Tech. We are under now 1 minute left to go here in our first. Regusters looking to take this one in here for the Warriors. She'll play it off on this near side to CC Mason. Mason leaves off to Regusters. Back up top. That's Reinhardt looking to go down low. And she'll get a free shot here for Indiana Tech. Little shoot tying duties there right beside the net. And we are set in back for action. So it's going to be Reinhardt to take it here for the Warriors. Reinhardt with a shot there. That one rolls out of bounds. Possession going to stay with Indiana Tech, though. 30 seconds now remaining here in our first. The Warriors with possession here now, as that is number 21. And Jada Pope with it. Pope looking to make moves around defenders. And that one going to be taken away down low, but knocked away. Burr looking to come away with it here for Tech. It's going to be knocked into the air, and Lourdes now going to take possession the other way as Amelia McCourt comes away with it. The leading scorer here with 0 seconds on the clock. She tries to fire a shot, but that one's not going to count. And that is going to be the end of our first. Indiana Tech out to an 8-2 lead here over Lourdes. You're watching Indiana Tech Women's Lacrosse here on the Indiana Tech Athletics Network.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Back here live on at Warrior Athletic Field, it is a 6-goal lead here for Indiana Tech as we head into our second of action. Let's go ahead and run down the scoring here for the Warriors, but first we'll start with Lourdes. There are 2 goals, one coming from Roski and then the other one coming from Pizrowski there for Lourdes to give them their 2 goals. CC Mason with a goal, Hallie Reinhardt and Danny McCumber both with 2, as well as Faith Donley, and then Abby Wilson with the other lone goal for Indiana Tech. Leading the way in points here for the Warriors is Faith Donley, 2 goals and 2 assists, and then right behind her is Brooke Burr, who doesn't have a goal yet on the game but does have 2 assists here for the Warriors. And then Danny McCumber with those 2 goals as well, with Hallie Reinhardt with 2 there for Indiana Tech. So we're getting set and ready to begin our second 15 minutes on the board. It is a 6-goal lead here for Indiana Tech. We thank you so much for joining us. This is Hunter Sosenheimer here calling your play-by-play. Brandon Porter on the camera. We'll be here for both the women's and the men's contest. That one's slated to start at 3 p.m. So we will switch ends as Indiana Tech will go right to left on your screen. The Lourdes will go left to right, and possession going to be taken. Still battled for onto this near side, but Lourdes going to scoop up possession as it is going to be number 28. And Przowski here for Lourdes. Looking to play it to the center. That one knocked away, and Indiana Tech now going to come away with possession. The Warriors with it ahead as they'll play it to the center to Faith Donley. Donley going to back this one out here for Indiana Tech. She'll play it to the center. Nice spin move there from Regusters, looking to fire it past the keeper, but the save there. And possession now going to head to Lourdes as they'll play it here to this near side. It's going to be a bouncing ball, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and possession going to go to Indiana Tech. Hallie Reinhardt with it now here for the Warriors, the graduate out of Hilliard, Ohio here for Indiana Tech. That one knocked down low, and possession now going to head back here onto this end to Lourdes as Roski picks it up and plays it to the center there to number 22 and a Maddie Stowe. And possession now going to head to Lourdes. And Owens take it away. Now Indiana Tech gonna hand it the other way with possession. So play it ahead now here to Faith Donley. They leave off now to CC Mason here for the Warriors. She'll play it now back behind the net here with 12:50 remaining in our second. Donley plays it to Regusters here onto this near side. Up top now here to Brooke Burr. Burr leaves up top to Reinhardt. Reinhardt with the find there to Burr. Burr looking to go in for a shot. She's cut off by the defender. She'll play now back to that far side. And Indiana Tech going to get a look at a shot here. With 12:29 remaining here in our second. The firing shot from Wilson gets by the keeper, and she gets the goal. A 7-goal lead now here for Indiana Tech. Warriors on fire here offensively to begin this one. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As you see, Wilson just sends a firing shot past the keeper there for the goal, and Abby Wilson picks up her second goal here on the game for the Warriors and gives them a 7-goal lead here with 12:28 remaining in our second. Face off, one in the air here to the right of us. It's going to be possession now with Lourdes as number 13 and Amelia McCourt with it here for the Gray Wolves. She'll look to move back behind the net here for the Lourdes. She'll look to battle in front, knocks down the defender, and that foul is going to be called there on McCourt. So possession going to head to Indiana Tech. Wilson going to restart it here for the Warriors. They'll play it now here to the center to Hallie Reinhardt. Up ahead, that is number 9 in Jada Hamilton with it. Donley with it now here on this near side for Indiana Tech. Nice find there to Regusters. Couldn't maintain it, still battle for possession. That's 3 Warriors there for it, but possession going to go to Lourdes. Looking for the bouncing pass there on that far side, and I do believe that one's going to stay in bounds. Nicely done there by number 4 and Kylie Turner to keep that one in, but she is battling on that far side with number 23 and Jordan Donley for Indiana Tech, but Lourdes able to maintain possession. Fizowski with it. Nice find there down low, the turn and the firing shot. And that one from McCourt. And she'll get a shot. As note, McCourt's going to head off and possession going to go to Indiana Tech. She's going to head off on that far side. As I do believe she took contact to the head there from the stick. But possession going to go now here to Indiana Tech. The Warriors going to look to move it ahead as McComber plays it on that far side. They find Donley up ahead here for Indiana Tech. She'll move it to that far side here for the Warriors. 10:35 left to go here in our second. Nice find there to the center. The firing shot from Wilson. And possession now going to head to Lourdes. It's the keeper. Plays it there on that far side. That one's going to roll out of bounds, and possession going to head back to Indiana Tech here with 10:09 left to go here in our second. It is Donley to move it in here for the Warriors. She'll pitch off to Reinhardt. Reinhardt with a nice move there to get down low. She'll fire the shot past the keeper, and Hallie Reinhardt gets another goal here for Indiana Tech and gives them the 8-goal lead. We'll go ahead and take a look at that one here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As Donley just moved that one in left it off to Reinhardt, and Reinhardt takes care of business the rest of the way. Off the spin move, just fires the shot past the keeper, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech, and that is her third goal on the game here for the Warriors, and they are now out to an 8-goal lead here with 9:41 left to go. Referees circling in discussion here on this side to the left of us, right where the goal happened. So an 8-goal lead now here for Indiana Tech. And so we will head back to the center here for this face-off. 9:41 left to go here in our second. One up ahead, but possession going to head to the Gray Wolves. Nope, they're going to send it back the other direction, and the Warriors going to take it now ahead. It's CC Mason here with it now for Indiana Tech. She'll have it here onto this near side. Burr with a nice find there, down low to Donley. Fires the shot, hits the post. That one flies in the air. Donley able to maintain it back, though. Nice leave off there on that far side. And a knockdown on the play. We're going to get a look at a free shot here from number 15 and Abby Wilson for Indiana Tech with 9:09 left to go. Wilson just flies that one ahead, and a nice pass there to Reinhardt, who takes care of business and gets the goal there for Indiana Tech, and they are now out to a 9-goal lead. We'll take a look at that one here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As Reinhardt off the pass there from Wilson, and she gets the goal, her fourth of the game. Wilson with the assist on that one. That gives Wilson 3 points here on the morning for Indiana Tech, and it is a 9-goal lead now here for the Warriors here with 9:06 left to go here in our second. So possession, 1-2 the Warriors. Brooke Burr with it here on this near side. Plays it up top here to Regusters. Regusters looking to set up offensively here for Tech. She'll play it far side to Tabby Wilson. Wilson looking for the dime there down low. And that one going to be turned over, and possession going to go to Lourdes. But turned over back again. CC Mason now with it on that far side here for Indiana Tech. Regusters plays it to Reinhardt here up top for the Warriors. Reinhardt looking to set up offensively. She finds Brooke Burr, who now has it up top here for Indiana Tech. Burr plays it on that far side. Wilson back to Burr, looking for the dive there down low. And possession going to be battled for. And it is going to stay on this end with the Warriors, I do believe. Looks like Hallie Reinhardt going to get another look here at a shot for Indiana Tech. She'll just scoop it ahead in the air, and possession, and now going to head back to Lourdes. And a lot of whistles here by the referees here early. 7:24 left to go here in our second, and the Lourdes now going to take possession the other way. As the sun now starting to beam in here on us. Here in the press box here out at Warrior Athletic Field is still sitting at a 44 degrees here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Wind still rolling at 10 miles an hour, making it feel like temperature of a 38 degrees. Head coach there for Lourdes and Sierra Wagner not too pleased about that call on that far side. But possession going to be restarted, I do believe, here by Indiana Tech. So the Warriors now going to take possession the other way, as it is going to be Donley here to move it ahead for Indiana Tech. She'll have it now here onto this near side. 6:35 left to go. Donley with a nice pass there to Wilson and the firing shot, and they're going to give Abby Wilson the goal there for Indiana Tech and makes it a 10-goal lead. We'll take a look at that one here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay, as Donley did a majority of the work bringing this one in. And she just found Wilson down low, who fired the shot right by the keeper to get the goal. And Abby Wilson picks up her third goal on the evening here for Indiana Tech. And the 5th point on the morning here for Faith at Donley. A 10-goal lead and now here for the Warriors. Clock continues to run at 6 minutes. And we are counting left to go here in our second. Substitutions being made here for the Warriors. I believe the referee was waiting for a ball to be able to be used, but the clock continues to roll. 5:20 left to go here now in our second. And the face-off going to be won directly into the air. And Reinhardt was knocked down on the play. So advantage going to be played here to Indiana Tech. So Reinhardt makes her way on her feet. And Brooke Burr going to bring it ahead here now for Indiana Tech. As Reinhardt going to go off now on that far side for the Warriors. Lexi Gallion going to check on here for Indiana Tech. And possession, though, still maintained here with the Warriors. As Regusters with it here now on this near side. Brooke Burr back with it. She'll get around the defender, fires the shot, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech. Brooke Burr with a tremendous move there to get around the defender, fires it right by the keeper, and she gets the goal there for the Warriors. And Brooke Burr picks up her first goal here of the morning for Indiana Tech. And they are now out to an 11-goal lead here with 4 minutes and counting left to go here in our second. Back here at the face-off circle here. 3:40. Counting left to go. Reinhardt still off on the side here for Indiana Tech as she is being looked at by the trainer there on that far side. So Abby Wilson steps in for the face-off duties here for Indiana Tech. And she wins them the possession as they'll have it now on that far side with Faith Donley. Donley looking to make her way to the net. She is knocked down. And she'll get a look here at a shot. They're going to stop the clock with 3:19 left to go here in our second. And Donley going to get a look on that far side here for the Warriors. As she'll take this one in and fires it right past the keeper there for the goal. And Faith Donley gets another one for Indiana Tech. And they are now out to a 12-goal lead. Are the Indiana Tech Warriors? We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay as Donley picks up her third goal here on the evening for Indiana Tech. That gives her 40 goals on the year here for the Warriors, ties her for third and the WAC conference lead. So she just needs 4 more goals on the morning to take the lead here in a WAC conference goal leading, but that would be a little bit selfish, but we'll see what all plays out here as the Warriors now out to a 12-goal lead here with a 2:15 left to go, and they'll have possession here on that far side. Mason with a nice find there to Donley, and she fires the shot past the keeper, and she gets herself another one, her 41st goal on the year here for Indiana Tech. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As you see, Donley with a firing shot there past the keeper. Go ahead and give her 4 goals here on the evening to lead the way here for Indiana Tech, and that now puts her at 41 goals on the year here for the Warriors, and that puts her solely in a third in a WAC conference goal scoring. 1:20 now left to go here in our second. A 13-goal lead here for Indiana Tech, and Lourdes now got to get a look here at an offensive possession as they tried to play it ahead there to Sydney Duran. And Durnan able to pick it up here for Lourdes. Plays it to the center now. And that is number 28. And Sarah Perzowski with it here for Lourdes. Nice find there. That one right off the crossbar. And possession, though, going to be scooped up here by Lourdes as Nevaeh Sheeter here with it. Lourdes trying to play possession back behind the net. We've got 35 seconds remaining here in our second. With it on that far side, looking to get around the defender. That's Kylie Turner. A knockdown possession going to go to Indiana Tech, and Brooke Burr hits the turf here with 20.1 left to go. And Burr hit the turf very, very hard here for the Warriors. So she'll restart possession here for Indiana Tech off the whistle. 20.1 left to go. And head coach and Sierra Wagner on that far side. Here for Lourdes in her third season here for the Grey Wolves. That one gonna miss the passer, but Jordan Donley gonna scoop it up here for Indiana Tech. And they'll play it now ahead here to Faith Donley. Looking to maintain possession with it on that far side. 5 seconds left to go. She fires it ahead, and that one just gonna roll out. And that is going to be the end of our second quarter. So we will head into our halftime break. Indiana Tech with a 15-2 lead here over Lourdes. We're going to go ahead and step away. We'll come back here with the goal scoring and point totals. You're watching Indiana Tech Women's Lacrosse here, powered by SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
You're busy. You expect to say no sometimes. But what you didn't expect was a chance to say yes to a college degree while keeping your life. Indiana Tech is now offering Chicago area students undergraduate and graduate degree opportunities taught online by experienced faculty who care. Learn more at one of the new Indiana Tech enrollment centers in Naperville or Wilmette.
I can turn this in early? Sure, whenever you're ready.
Embrace the unexpected at Indiana Tech.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that there aren't very many energy programs out there. When I researched all of the various programs recently, there are really only 2 or 3 accredited engineering programs.
I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada originally. I came out here to Indiana Tech to actually go for the energy engineering program because of its uniqueness and its ability to get hands-on with the materials that I'm going to be using in the future.
Well, a few of the things I think that sets Indiana Tech apart is, number one, you have very small classes. You have very close relationships with your professors. When you have a class of 10 people, it's much easier to get to know the professor and get in contact with him than if you have a class of 30, 40, or 50. You're going to have the same professors for the majority of your classes. You're going to have the same classmates for the majority of your classes.
The more practical applications come in all the subsequent energy engineering classes. Heat transfers in a class that right after they're leaving the classroom, and the board is filled with calculus. So in order to understand a lot of these topics, they're going to need to understand the calculus there. Calculus is the study of the rate of change, how fast things change. And depending upon whether it's energy engineering, industrial engineering, or whatever, they're going to need to use that and apply that.
Professor Romary, he stands out to me the most right now because when I first got here, I had to take calculus, Calc 1, Calc 2. And he's one of the professors that teaches it. And he just really was a very kind and helpful guy, and he did whatever he could to help us out. He was very funny, always had a way of creatively teaching calculus to us that not a whole lot of people can do. And I think that and how he did it is going to be something that's going to stick for me for a very long time.
The field work that Indiana Tech can provide here is, for example, we have a 10 kilowatt windmill that the students can work with. We have a geothermal system for a couple of the buildings for Utang-Sioux and for Zollner that uses geothermal principles to heat and cool the buildings in the summer and the winter.
The PV array system, training system that we have down here in the basement allows us to wire up the panels we have down in the basement to set it up as a off-the-grid system or a battery bank system, which helps us because we can see every component of the system actually intertwining and how they work together, which is something that may not be easily visible when you're on the job site in a career. So definitely my internship at Super Value Incorporated was a very, very beneficial program for me to be in. It was more based on the process and logistical side of engineering of my degree, not necessarily the design aspect. It helped me really learn how the most efficient way to do a task and some of the boundaries that come with trying to make things more efficient.
One of the things that we've been very fortunate here at Indiana Tech is that we've had a grant through AEP to help subsidize our students in taking some of the various trips in spring break. Over the last 4 years, I have taken, along with a couple of other chaperones, I've taken almost a couple of dozen students to a trip to Germany and Switzerland that focused on renewable energy. We've gone to Iceland last year. focusing on geothermal energy, and we just recently returned from a trip to Costa Rica.
Just last year, I went to Iceland with a couple of our peers, not even just energy engineers, but a couple of other engineering majors went along with us. And for me, that was the highlight of my college time. I mean, we learned a lot about like geothermal systems and how they converted to a country of basically like ran just by geothermal. But it wasn't just learning about that, it was also learning about their culture as well, you know, and the past and the history and where they plan to go in their future. And all those things combined, I think really kind of defines my experience here in Indiana Tech.
You can be the smartest engineer in the world, but if you cannot talk to or work with other engineers and non-engineers, it's very hard to get anything done. I try to teach my students that while you may not like writing, it's going to be a part of the job. You have to communicate. If you're doing experiments or testing hardware in the lab, you need to write it up so that other people know what you did, and the customer may want to know what are the results of that test.
Something I would remember most about the faculty would be just the one-on-one aspect of it and how open they are to hearing your problems and concerns and willing to assist you. Indiana Tech, with the class sizes being so small, you really get that one-on-one talking, everyday type relationship with your advisors and your professors. And having that is key to success, I feel, because being able to communicate with them and actually get your problems and questions across is going to help clarify things for you while you're in classes in school, which is going to set you up for success.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Back here live out at Warrior Athletic Field, Indiana Tech out to a 13-goal lead here over Lourdes as we're getting set to begin our second half of action. Go ahead and mark my spot here on the highlights, and we'll go ahead and break down the scoring here for you. For Indiana Tech, they have 15 goals here on the morning. CeCe Mason with one, Brooke Burr with one, Haley Reinhardt and Faith Donley each with 4. Denny McCumber with a 2, and Abby Wilson with a 3 to round out the 15 for Indiana Tech. For Lourdes, the goals were scored by number 11 and Jordan Roski, and then number 28 in Sarah Brzezowski with the 1 goal and the 2 goals for Lourdes. Taking a look here at the shots on goal here for both squads. Indiana Tech with a high advantage there, 22 shots on goal compared to Lourdes' 7. Well, we are getting set here for our second half of action as both teams have hit the turf. I believe we're going to have a running clock here to start our second half as it is a 13-goal lead, a 10-plus goal lead here for Indiana Tech as we start our second half of action. Things are starting to warm up here out at Warrior Athletic Field as the sun has started to beam. The wind is kind of dying down here a little bit. A lot of fans here in attendance for this morning's contest. But the face-off set and ready to go. We thank you so much for joining us here from Warrior Athletic Field. I'm Hunter Sosenheimer calling your play-by-play. Brandon Porter on the camera as Indiana Tech going to have possession here to start our second half. And then we'll have it here on this near side. Looking to play it to the center. Burr with it. Tries to fire it here on this near side of this one's going to roll out, and possession going to head to Lourdes here with 14:25 left to go. Got some motorcycles driving across the way here, as it is going to turn out to be a nice day here for that, but still waiting for the weather to warm up here a little bit as Donnelly plays it now far side here for Tech to CC Mason. She'll look to switch field here on this near side to Regusters. Back up top to Burr, far side and now to Faith Donnelly. Donnelly with a nice find there to Mason. Mason was looking to work it. I think she wanted to fire a shot. Instead, played it back out, and she'll now go behind the net to Noelle Ritke. Define to the center here to Donnelly, and Faith Donnelly got to get a look here at another shot for Indiana Tech. So we get set here. Donnelly looking to make it 5 goals here on the morning. She'll get set. Fires the pass. Nice find there. Brooke Burr slides it right by the keeper, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech, and they are now out to a 14-goal lead. We'll take a look at that one here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay as Donnelly just to scoop that one in it down low and found Burr there for the firing shot past the keeper, and she gets the goal for Indiana Tech, and that makes it 2 goals here on the afternoon for Brooke Burr. Donnelly gets the assist there on that one, and that gets Faith Donnelly to 8 points here on the morning for Indiana Tech, and they're now out to a 14-goal lead, a 12:30 and counting left to go here in our third. So the Warriors now take possession here once again as they'll have it back behind the net. That is Noelle Rickey with it. She plays it off on this near side here to Faith Donnelly. Donnelly with it back behind here for Indiana Tech. She'll fake the pass back behind the net. She'll play it to the center. That one goes over and falls into Burr. And Burr with a nice pass there to Wilson, who fires the shot past the keeper, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech. Nice movement of the ball there from the Warriors, and they are now out to a 15-goal lead. We'll take a look at that one here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As you see, Donnelly sets that up behind the net on that far side. It goes to Burr, and Burr finds Wilson, who fires the shot past the keeper, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech, her 4th of the game, and that is point number 5 there for Brooke Burr, and they are now out to a 15-goal lead, are the Warriors. So the clock continues to run. We are at 10:50 left to go now here in our third. That's face-off in the air, and possession going to be taken here to Lourdes. And they will have it now here on this near side, and that is number 18, and Joelle Roski with it. She'll play it off Not to that far side. It's to Kayla Dillinger. Excuse me, it's back up top. Now here to Roski. Roski still with possession here up top for Indiana Tech. And possession goes on a bounce, but it is going to stay on this end here with Lourdes. As they play it now here to the center, battling for it. Possession still loose, and it's going to come away here to Indiana Tech as Lexi Gallion gonna play it here to this near side. Was looking for Hallie Reinhardt, but instead that one's going to go out of bounds, and possession going to go to Lourdes. Kylie Turner plays it back behind. Now here to Przowski. Sun's starting to feel great here out at Warrior Athletic Field. We're under 9 minutes left to go here in our third. Make sure you join us for our men's contest. That one not slated to begin until 3 p.m., so we have quite a bit of ways to go before we start that one. But until then, we got some business to take care of here on the women's side of things as Indiana Tech favorably and enjoying this 15-goal lead. Lourdes with possession, trying to battle it past the keeper. There was Jordan Roski, and I believe she's going to get a look here at a shot, so she will set up at the center. Woldley, sophomore out of Toledo, Ohio. Jordan Roski dives in, tries to fire a shot past the keeper, and a nice save there from Sydney Oberdorfer there for Indiana Tech, the sophomore out of Lakes, Florida. Land O'Lakes, Florida, my apologies. She makes the stop there for Indiana Tech. So the Warriors back with possession. We've got 7:45 left to go here in our third. They'll have it now on that far side. That's Jada Pope with it. Burr gets it here to Wilson on this near side. Wilson plays it now back behind. That's going to be Hallie Reinhardt with it here for Indiana Tech. Reinhardt going to have it in that back left corner of your screen here for the Warriors. It's the wind starting to move in a little bit. You can hear it on the mic as well, but a nice push there down low to get it. We're going to get a battle for it right in front of the net, and a nice scoop up there from Noelle Ricky here for Indiana Tech. And Burr with a bouncing shot, and that one gets by the keeper there for the goal. 18-2. Now our score, Indiana Tech with a lead. We'll go ahead and take a look at that one here one more time on our Warrior Athletics replay, possibly. Here we go. Didn't catch it there on that replay. So Indiana Tech enjoying a 16-goal lead. As the clock continues to roll, 6:08 left to go here on it. So possession, gonna head to Lourdes there off that call. And now they'll play it to the center here with 5:28 left to go here in our third. Lourdes looking to battle possession. As they'll now play it up top to Sydney Durnant. Durnant looking to take it in here for Lourdes. Bunch of accomplishments for this Indiana Tech Women's Lacrosse Club. Brooke Burr entered the 100-point club as in their win against Rochester 24-0. Brooke Burr tallied 106 points. And here on the day for Burr, she does have 6, so that puts her at 112 career points in her career for the junior there for Indiana Tech. Senior Abby Wilson also hit the 100-goal scoring marker in her career there for the senior. She as well has 4 goals here on the night, so 104 goals in the career of Abby Wilson. But Lourdes gets one there as they put it by the keeper for the goal, and it is now a 15-goal lead here for Indiana Tech. Lourdes gets the goal. Jordan Roski gets her second here on the game for Lourdes. And it is a 15-goal lead now here for Indiana Tech as the clock continues to roll. 3:45 remaining here in our third. So Hallie Reinhardt lines up in the center here for Indiana Tech. Possession going to be won here to the Warriors as Jada Hamilton going to play it up ahead now here for Indiana Tech. She'll leave it, looking to go there to number 21 for the Warriors. And Jada Pope. But we are going to get a free shot here from Indiana Tech, as I do believe it is going to be number 9. And Jada Hamilton, and that is the case, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. As Jade Hamilton fires it right past the keeper there for the goal for Indiana Tech, and they're now out to a 16-goal lead are the Warriors, as we have now hit 2:25 remaining here in our third. So Reinhardt back in the center here for Indiana Tech. For 28, Sarah Brzezowski in the center for Lourdes. And possession going to be won here to the Warriors, as they'll play it all the way ahead here up the field with it here on this near side. And it's going to go back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt flips field, plays it far side there to Brooke Burr. And Burr going to get a look at a shot here for the Warriors with 1:30 remaining. So Burr going to set. She'll line this one up. Tries to find a pass there. Looking for number 12. And Noelle Ricky. Instead, possession still going to be battled for. And it's going to stay on this end here with Indiana Tech as Jada Hamilton plays it up top ahead. Nice pass there from Burr. The firing shot in the goal for Danny McCumber. Her second here on the game for the Warriors. And McCumber gets another one here for Indiana Tech. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay. McCumber gets the goal there for the Warriors. My apologies. That's her third goal here on the morning for Indiana Tech. And they are now out to a 22-3 lead. So the Warriors continue to cruise And so does that clock. Now down to 25 seconds left to go here in our third. Majority of the roster here for Indiana Tech. Super young. A lot of juniors, freshmen, and sophomores on the roster here for Indiana Tech. And the clock is going to expire, and that'll be the end of our third. Indiana Tech with a 17-goal lead here over Lourdes. You're watching Indiana Tech Women's Lacrosse here, powered by SummitCitySports.com.
From the first day, I felt very welcome at Indiana Tech.
I just really enjoy the classes and the vibe I get from all the other athletes and just the students here. Everybody's cool and everybody gets along really well.
I'm currently a senior, and since my freshman year, student life activities have really grown throughout campus, and there's so many ways that you can meet new people. You can go bowling, you can watch movies, and it's just really important to get involved on campus.
We have intramurals, anything from billiards to basketball. It's made student life very enjoyable.
I love Fort Wayne because there's always something going on, like festivals. I walk a bunch of the trails here locally. There's great restaurants. There's always something fun to do. You can never be bored here in Fort Wayne.
The school spirit at Indiana Tech is epic. It's everything. We had our first annual hockey game not too long ago. Everybody showed up, face paint, cowbells, Trojan hats, lawn gnomes. It was amazing. It makes it so worthwhile to be a Warrior. Go Warriors.
We are back here live from Warrior Athletic Field as we are getting set to begin our fourth of action. The Warriors out to an outstanding 17-goal lead here over Lourdes. Taking a look at what is next here for the Indiana Tech Warriors women's lacrosse team. As I mentioned, the men's team going to play here later this afternoon. That one's slated to begin at 3 p.m. But for the women's squad, they will head to Siena Heights on a Wednesday, and then they will wrap up their final regular season contest here next Saturday at 1 p.m. against Madonna University. For Lourdes, their schedule up ahead, they'll have Concordia, who they will play on a Wednesday at home, and then they'll wrap the season up against Bethel at home on a Saturday as well. So 2 back-to-back WAC conference home games for the Lourdes. But possession with Lourdes here to start it, taken away here by Tech, and they'll have possession as Jada Pope with it. She's going to move it ahead here for Indiana Tech. Pope looked to play it there to the center, and it is going to be taken away. And possession now going to head to Lourdes. As they look to play possession here on this near side. The Warriors going to let this one roll out here to this near side. Will number 18 and Gabby Hitchcock, the freshman, getting some playing time here for Indiana Tech, as they have put in a lot of their bench players here to begin this fourth. Faith Donley, though, still on the pitch, looking to set up some of her teammates, as Brooke Mull, the freshman, here with it now for Indiana Tech. She'll take it back behind the net here for the Warriors. Plays it to Donley. With it here on this near side for Indiana Tech. Donley with a nice find there in the center, as McComber was looking to turn to shoot, but knocked away there by the defense of Lourdes. And they will take possession the other direction. They'll move it up on that far side. Still battling for it. It's going to head to the center here to Lourdes. And they'll look to move possession ahead. Nice move here on this near side. The firing shot and a save there by the keeper. And it's Sydney Oberdoffler, the sophomore keeper, standing her ground between the pipes here for Indiana Tech, as she has done all year long. Only 3 goals given up here today. The firing shot, and the freshman gets the goal. Brooke Mall with the goal there for Indiana Tech. And the freshman gets on the board here for the Warriors, and what I'd assume to be her first goal here on the year. We'll take a look at it here as Mall just turns and fires the shot, and she gets the goal there for Indiana Tech. And Brooke Mall, that is going to be actually her 3rd goal on the year here for the freshman. She adds to her point total, and that gives her 4 points on this season there for the freshman, doing tremendous things here off the bench for head coach and Alexis DiGiovanno in her 5th year here with the Warriors. Doing tremendous things here with this Indiana Tech women's lacrosse program, as they are looking to get over the 500 hump in conference play. As I mentioned, right now, the Indiana Tech Warriors are sitting at a 3-3 conference play record. They're sitting at 5th place in the conference standings. Aquinas and Lourdes Tech rocking up the top with 6-0 records. Marion right behind them at 6-1. And then Siena Heights 3-2. Indiana Tech sitting at 3-3. Tied with Bethel there for that spot. Madonna 2-4. Lourdes 1-5. And Concordia and Rochester both 0-6. Lourdes gets on the board there with a goal. 21-4 is now our score. As we've reached 10 minutes left to go here in our 4th. As the clock continues to roll here out at the Warrior Athletic Field. Goal is going to be credit to number 18 here for Lourdes and Joelle Roski. She gets the goal there for Lourdes. Face off, going to be battled for, and it is going to be won to Indiana Tech. As they'll have it here onto this near side. Mull, the freshman, going to have it. Nice find there to Jada Pope, who turns, fires the shot, and she gets the goal for Indiana Tech, and they are now out to a 22-4 lead. We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Indiana Tech replay off the beautiful pass there from Brooke Mull. And Jada Pope picks up her 5th goal here on the year for Indiana Tech and makes it a 22-4 lead. And Brooke Mull adding to her point total here on the morning as she picks up her 2nd point. And Jada Pope with her 2nd point as well there off the goal from Indiana Tech. Face-off going to be won here to this near side as they'll play it now ahead here to Mull. And Mull going to play it to the center now here. Faith Donnelly with it on that far side. One of the few remaining starters here still in the game for Indiana Tech as we are under 8 minutes left to go here in our 4th. Possession with Lourdes now on that far side. It is number 11, and Jordan Roski with it. So Lourdes looking to set up possession here. 7:10 remaining. 45 seconds left on the shot clock here for Lourdes. So the Gray Wolves will now play it up top, and they'll go far side there to Przowski. Trying to make a move around the defender. Knocked it away. 25 seconds left here on the shot clock here for the Gray Wolves. And Przowski looking to make a move around the defender. She looks to battle here on this near side. Goes around the net. She'll fire a shot, and that one going to go past the keeper there for the goal. And Lourdes with their 5th goal here on the game, and that one going to be credited to Przowski. That's going to be her 2nd here on the game for Lourdes. 22-5 now our score. We're under 6 left to go here in our 4th. Thank you so much for joining us here from Warrior Athletic Field. Hunter Sosenheimer here calling your play-by-play. Brandon Porter on the camera here. Make sure you check out the Indiana Tech Athletics Facebook/Twitter page, as I'll be tweeting out highlights here later this afternoon here at the conclusion of this contest, with highlights from all the goals scored here in today's contest. Take that back, a majority of the goals scored here in today's contest. Not going to put out all 22 goals scored by Indiana Tech, so 5 minutes now left to go here in our 4th. The Warriors going to have possession, as it's Donley who plays it now up top here to Hamilton. Far side to Brooke Mull. Back behind the net. Pope looking to go to the center, and that one going to roll. And they're going to play it now back behind the net here for the Warriors, as Jada Pope going to restart it here for Indiana Tech. Off the whistle. Pope looking to take it in. She fires it to the center. Still battling, still loose. And that one going to be maintained and scooped up here by Lourdes as they move past the keeper in tremendous speed here for Lourdes, as that is number 17, and Kayla Dillinger here with it, looking to move ahead to the center, and that one's knocked away, but whistle's going to be blown, so we'll get a shot here from Lourdes. 3:52 left to go. So Lourdes still battling with possession here. And we are going to get a shot here from the Grey Wolves, looking to take it in. That one knocked directly away, but possession scooped up by Lourdes. And we are going to get another look here for Sarah Przowski as she'll take another shot with 2:45 remaining here in our 4th. She'll look to dive this one in and fires it past the keeper there for the goal. And she picks up her third goal, I do believe, here on the morning for Lourdes. And that makes it 22-6. Now our score with 2:28 left to go here in our contest. Make sure you join us for the men's contest. That one's slated to begin at 3 p.m. That one will take place between the Indiana Tech Warriors and the Lourdes Great Wolves men's squad. Set to battle 3 p.m. face-off time. Taking a look at what is next here for Indiana Tech. They'll continue WAC conference play to wrap up the regular season. They'll head to Siena Heights on a Wednesday at 4 p.m. And then they'll take on Madonna on a Saturday at 1 p.m. out here at Warrior Athletic Field. For the Lourdes Grey Wolves, they'll head back home for their final two contests, where they'll take on Concordia 7 p.m. on a Wednesday, and then Bethel to wrap up WAC conference play at 11 a.m. on a Saturday. Then the WAC conference tournament in women's lacrosse action is slated to begin at Tuesday, April 18th, with the distinction of who places where. But Lourdes getting a look here at another shot from number 28, Anna Sarah Przowski. And a firing shot there, and the goal. So 22-7 is now our score. And Przowski gets her fourth goal here on the game. Here for Lourdes. Gives them 7 and makes it 22-7 is now our score. And that one going to roll out on that far side. And Lourdes going to look to scoop up possession with 5 seconds left to go. Trying to battle it here in front. And that is going to be our final. So the Indiana Tech Warriors defeat the Lourdes Grey Wolves 22-7. Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. We're going to give it to Brooke Burr. She finished the game with 3 goals, 4 assists, and 7 points for Indiana Tech. So the Warriors pick up the victory. They'll head to Siena Heights on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Lourdes will take on Concordia at home at 7 p.m. We thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you join us for the men's contest set to take place at 3 p.m. But until then, for my cameraman, Brandon Porter, I'm Hunter Sosenheimer. You've been watching Indiana Tech Women's Lacrosse, here powered by SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.